Not forever.
It's forever. I'm putting it up. It's on YouTube.
Unedited.
Unedited. Okay, y'all. So this is, we're about to show you how to do feed-ins, okay? Feed-in braids are when we are adding braid hair into the braid, okay? I'm gonna show you one method. Ms. Carter's gonna show you a different method, okay? But it's all the same thing. So whatever you feel comfortable with is what I want you to do. Okay.
Same method, different size, I think.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, so number one, first thing you have to see, you would have to ask them what the braids want to look, like what size of braids do you want? Okay, that determines either how much you're putting in, or it can determine how large your sections are. Okay, so you're gonna get a bundle of hair. Everybody should have gotten some by now, right? Okay, so you're gonna break it down in your sizes, because all the stuff is going to be added into the braid. So this is the scalp braid, but we're adding it into a scalp braid. Got it? Okay. You want it to be small enough that you can put it in without it looking like there's a lump in it. You want it to be smooth, okay? All your braid sizes should pretty much be the same size. The only time that you would need to add larger sizes is yeah, if you're going from really, really small, but you want them really fat, then you might make larger sections. You might make them bigger as they go down, okay? For those who don't have a braid, what's it called, braid rack. Another way you can do it is just to lay them on top of each other. Y'all see how I'm laying it on top where I can still grab it? So I am picking them up, but I'm piecing them apart, but I'm getting it to where I can grab it. If you stick it on top of each other, you're not gonna be able to find it. So kind of lay them out almost like a ladder, okay? Should have asked, is everyone familiar with feed-in braids? Have you ever seen it? Okay, so while I'm doing this, Ms. Carter, can you look online really quick and see if we can find a picture of some feed-in braids? I know we have some in the module. I did put some up, but can you see if you can look on here and see if we can find some? Okay. In the meantime, while she's doing that, I'm gonna part.
I think it's still because
It
shut down.
It did. It shut down and it updated. So it should be. You might have to turn it on under
How many braids are we doing?
6. Sweet and simple.
So it's gonna be 6 across the head, then it's gonna go down with our feed-in braid.
No, you're going to feed in on the scalp. You're going to do 6 feed-in braids. So as you are doing the braid, you're actually going to feed in into the scalp braid. Okay.
So when you're measuring how much you take out, you use like which part of your
It
finger?
depends on what size you want, but whatever you do, it has to be consistent. So whatever size braid you want, that's how much you're measuring to put in there. The only thing is, whatever you're putting in this braid, if you put 6 pieces in, then you need to put 6 pieces in this one so that it's a consistent size. That's number one. Number two, you kind of want to put them in around the same sections so that it grows. It gets big, so it's a consistent size as well, okay?
This is part of the state board, right?
Yes, this is state board. I see that some people are struggling with parting. So when you part, maybe I can turn it this way. When you part, you need to take your time parting. So as you can see, I don't go down and just do like that. I'm actually taking my time and doing small sections. That way, if I'm a little off, I can see where I am, and then I keep going. When you do this, it comes out like that. Do y'all see what just happened there? You don't see that that's not a straight line?
No, I see. Yes.
So that's the difference. When you go straight down, if you do that, that's fine, but you need to clean it up. This is how you get clean parts, by taking your time find out where it's crooked, and then cleaning it up. So smaller sections are better, and let me pull this up, it's too short. Sorry. You're good.
Your ring camera light on now.
So when you part for braids, do you usually do it dry or do you use gel?
I part first,
Okay.
and then I probably use gel to clean it up.
Okay.
But you wanna part first, because if you put gel on, it's just gel all over the head. So yeah, you wanna put gel on with intention. Otherwise, you end up putting too much gel on, and then it'll turn white by the time you're ready to do what you need to do.
Okay.
So gel is kinda like the last thing you do before you're ready to braid.
It's not working.
Okay. I will put, feed in on, I think there is a module for it. I mean, there's a picture of one in the module, but I will make sure y'all have access to it. You have to turn it on. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna turn you around, I'm gonna turn around so y'all can see me putting it on, and then I'll turn around this way so you can see me putting it in, okay? Hard to get this adjusted, right? I'm short, I have to have them over my head so I can see, okay. Now, I like gel on the sides because it's easier for gripping. It's easier to grip the braid like that. And it makes the braid neater. This is definitely one of the ones you have to learn for state board if you are planning on getting a national license. Okay. Okay, so you're going to start off as a normal scalp braid. And of course, it depends on where you want your feet ends to start, but I usually give myself I give my scalp braid like a good foundation before I start adding. Okay, so now I'm adding right here. Again, with our braids, we know we have 3 parts. So I always put it, I'm pinching with my fingers. I'm not gripping the whole, so you're only using like just the tiniest part of your fingers. You're just pinching it. So I'm putting the braid hair in between the middle and the last one, okay? The middle and the third one, okay? So now, as I stick it in here, I'm holding it with my pincher finger. So this is becoming part of the middle, and this one is becoming part of the last one. They're becoming part of the last 2 strands. We're sticking it in the middle and under, okay? So when I do that, all this becomes one now. Y'all see what I just did? Okay. Grabbing some more, and I'm just gonna put a bunch in here just because I want y'all to see what I'm doing. In between my middle and my last one. So this becomes part of this one, and this becomes part of the middle. All this just becomes one thing.
Okay, so by the last one, you mean the one that's in the front, the one that's,
Your middle,
okay,
and then, well, I'm right-handed, so I put mine on my right.
Okay.
So it's the middle and the one furthest to the right.
okay. That's-
How often are you supposed to add in the hair?
You can add in the hair as you, whatever size you want the braid to be. If I add more as I'm putting it in, then it's gonna be fatter. It's gonna be a wide braid. Okay, yeah, so y'all can see based on these pictures, y'all see how the braid is going from small to large. Can you find one that's specific for what we're trying to do, so. Just anything, just one, so they can sit and looking at a bunch of them. Just anything that looks like some feet in, straight back, just do feet, straight back, feet in. Yeah. Okay, so y'all see it starts skinny. Thank you. Yeah, pause it whenever she.
Extra is our ordinary at Regions. Hi everyone.
All the way to the end. Okay, you pause it right there. Okay, so you see how it's going from small to large. That's what we're doing, that's what a feed in is. If you put more hair in, if you put one in every single time you are braiding, then it's gonna be fatter. Literally, it's gonna be wider, okay? If you only put a little bit in, then it's gonna be skinny, and then as you put in pieces, it's eventually gonna go bigger. So it depends on what size you want your braid to be, how much you add. So you can add a bunch in the front if you want to, but if that's the case, then it just needs to be consistent, okay? That is gonna be up to you, I'm gonna let you decide that, okay? All right, back to what I'm doing. So all I'm doing is adding a piece each time, and I'm putting it between the second, which is the middle, and the third, which is the right, okay? So now all of this becomes one. I'm using my pincher finger to keep this one at the middle and to keep this one on this side, to your right. So I'm just adding another piece just so y'all can see me putting it in. I'm putting it right there in the middle. If you put it off, if you do this, like have it uneven, it's gonna come out uneven. So you wanna grab it in the middle and you wanna place it in the middle. While I'm doing this, anybody have any questions while I'm showing it? Anybody scared to do it? Do I have any volunteers that want to try it? Come on.
To get those parts, I'm assuming you have to part like at each of those.
Yeah, those are stitch braids. Those are stitch braids. Okay. All right, come on. And I'm gonna pull this out just because I think it's harder to catch it. As you go. You can use this hair right here. You're right-handed, right?
Yes.
And then once Erica does this, then Miss Carter can do it. Then I can turn around if y'all need to see. Do y'all need me to turn around to see it, or y'all feel like you got it? You do need me to turn. Okay.
Oh, so,
Go ahead and start your braid.
okay.
Yeah, start your scalp braid just like you're doing a regular scalp braid. And when you feel like you have a good foundation, you can go ahead and start adding. Use the one at the top, that way the rest of them don't get tangled. Go ahead. You always, if you space them out and you're laying them on top of each other, always grab from the top because the rest of them are gonna end up getting messed up. And you wanna have your hair already pre-parted. It is almost impossible to try to keep, well, Miss Carter does it. I have seen you do it. I don't know how she do that. But yeah, most of the time, it's hard to grab. You have to really know what you're doing to be able to grab it as you go, because you end up taking bigger pieces, and then by the time you separate it, it gets tangled and then it becomes a big mess. Now,
And it's
expert
better
braiders
on
do.
a stand. I haven't really seen anybody just pick up with it laying down. If it's on a stand, it's easier.
Now, I have a stand.
Huh?
I have, ma'am, I have a stand, but if I did some feed-in Sunday, if I'm only doing 2 braids, cause I did 2 feed-in braids, which are like 2 French braids, I didn't use my stand. I just lay it like that, right here. I only do a stand if I'm doing box braids, but it's really whatever you want to do. So if you want to use, I think we have a few stands. I know we don't have enough for the whole class, but if you feel like you need one, then we can provide one while you're here in class today.
Miss Thompson? She do it too. Yeah, she was pulling it off the.
Yeah.
What's she put it on?
The
little
tip.
Oh, yeah,
holder thing
yeah.
over
What
there?
happened?
Mm-hmm.
No, ma'am.
She's putting her on.
Oh.
Adding. So let me see what it looks like in the front. Okay. So y'all see, when you put a feed in, you should not see where the addition was added. I should not see the braid hair on the outside I shouldn't see like a loop or anything like that. Now this would blend in better if it was the right color. This is jet black hair. This is a number 4, so obviously it's not blending as well, but I just want y'all to be able to see how to do it, okay? So you feel comfortable with that?
Yeah. I'll do this last one, that's my back is bending.
You said what?
This is my last one, cause my back is bending.
Your back is it too short? Oh,
No,
to
I'm
reach
good.
over. And then, so when she finishes, then I'll turn around and I'll let y'all see it from this side. I don't know how much you're gonna be able to see if I'm standing in front of y'all though.
So I can just keep going.
Is that your first time trying it?
No, I have done, I've done knotless braids before, but I never did feed-ins like this before. So I guess,
Yes, the answer is yes. And y'all see, she's using her pincher finger and she's keeping it close to the scalp. If you keep it close to the scalp, it makes it stay on the scalp. When you don't put it, when you're not following the scalp, remember the scalp is round, so when you're not following it and if you bring the hair to you, it gets loose. And that's when you have like that gap in the braid. So you have to keep your hands close to the scalp. And do we have anybody in here that's left-handed?
Me,
You already know how to do it.
I'm really left-handed.
I know, but she's about to show y'all how to do it.
Oh, no, don't ask, I can't.
Okay, good job.
Miss Thompson, you give me a spatula. Or the popsicle stick.
Excuse me. It's okay. Great job, Erica. Everybody give her a round of applause. Not bad at all. Excellent. She doesn't even want to walk away. Now that's a perfectionist right there. She's like, I'm not gonna finish. Okay, so y'all see what that looks like when she finished? It's on the scalp, it's tight. Can't see where she put the hair in, okay? And that's really good for her first time. Really, really, really good. Okay, so I'll do one more.
I think if you put your back that way, they can see.
My back,
Yeah.
sideways. Yeah, that's all right. But I need to go on this side though. That way they can actually.
I'm gonna walk in front of the video. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Let me turn that.
Now, would I do somebody's hair like this in real life? Y'all see how white that is? When people come in, they're like, oh, I already shampooed my hair before I came. No, no. It's definitely white. And that's also what happens if you put if you put gel on there while you're parting, and then when you're not ready, and then you end up putting more gel, it's gonna turn white. That's exactly what happens. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna do it again. I just want y'all to see it from the side. Always detangle before you get started. Starting off like a regular scalp braid. And I bring mine forward just because this is how I do it, because when I used to do it back here, the braid would start way over here, so I'd start bringing it forward, and that way it would start at the hairline as opposed to halfway over there. When I first started, I was like, I don't understand why it starts so far back. Okay. Okay, so y'all see, got 3 pieces. Taking this, and I'm putting it between my middle and my right. I'm gonna do them back to back. Y'all see how I'm grabbing it? So this piece goes in the middle, this piece is going in the middle. I'm pushing it all the way down. Got it? Concept. I mean, this is one of those things that you can watch, but it's gonna take you, you just have to practice it. But y'all do get the concept. Yeah, y'all get the concept? Okay. Miss Carter's gonna show it, she's gonna do one more demonstration. Yeah, but one side, but she's right-handed, so it might be, you can still use the concept because it might be easier if you use your left versus right, so I'll let her do that. That's the dirty side. Move your stuff back on. Oh, I gotta move this one.
No ma'am.
You good?
Yes ma'am. So everything Miss Thompson showed you. I feed in with this side versus this side, but like she said, I am right-handed. I just feed in with my left. So I'm gonna take the 3. This class, I always braid about 2 to 3 times down before I start adding. I'm about to start stitching. Then I take it like this and feed it between these 2 fingers, and then this front piece go there and this back piece goes here. And pick up and go backwards. And the next time, what fingers is it gonna go between? Can y'all see my hand? Okay.
You said which fingers?
Yeah, where am I gonna put it?
Between pincher.
Yeah, and your thumb.
And then what goes where?
What the first piece go at the top on the left, and the other one go in the middle.
So this one here. And then it's easier if you pull them, go ahead and pull them out the way. And then just grab it like it's been there, but you gotta make sure these are tight, if not their hair will slide. And you don't want that, cause like Ms. Thompson said, if it's not in the center, once you get down, you'll notice it looks funny.
Okay.
Switch it again. And as you're going along, you're still picking up hair just like you were when you were doing the scalp braids. And two, you want to make sure that you're not picking up too much, because I could be doing like this, and when I get here, I pick up this much hair, then that braid's gonna look funny. So you don't want to pick up too much.
Small pieces as you go down.
And then yeah, you're feeding in just about the same size. Sometimes it's gonna be a little bigger, but typically you want to do close.
What's the same size as the piece you're already working with?
Mm-hmm. The very first piece that you fed in, you want to
Gotcha.
keep it consistent that way. And then another thing that I like to do when I'm doing my braiding. Let me see, I'm right-handed. Okay. I like to take jam and whatever piece is on top, I kind of rub the natural hair
That's what I say. So
and comb it out. See how much smoother that looks than when I was just going? I'll keep going. See how that's like unsmooth?
does the feed in here ever become the front part?
This
The part that stays to the front?
It's always the one that stays in the front.
Say what?
It always goes into the piece that stays in the front.
The feed in does?
The braiding hair.
Okay.
Yeah, feed it. Yeah.
So
So whether it's on the left or the right, or
Go
the
in the
right or
front.
the left, it's always gonna be middle and then the outside.
braid it back. And again, I take some of this and put it here, comb it out. You see how much neater that looks? And take it again. See my hand? I can feed it in front. And then this one goes back, which is the middle. See, that's this side, middle, front. That hair went between my fingers and it's gonna go back here and up here. And keep going. Same thing. And then, okay, where does the pieces go?
I do not know.
So it's gonna go the front one, and then the middle one.
It's always gonna be in the front, in the middle, whether it's on the left or the right. So she's doing the same thing. Mine I put on the right-hand side, but it was the middle and then the side at the end. She's putting it on the left side in the middle. So it's always gonna be middle and then one side.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking of another way, and sometimes I've seen people, they'll take it, this might be a little bit more difficult, but they'll take it here, hold this with this finger, this piece, this side will go to this side, and they'll make sure that this finger is holding that so it doesn't slip. They'll grab it, then they'll take this side and like twist it and keep going. But that's a tad bit more difficult. You really have to have like control over it.
You do it again.
I like the way you the way you did it though. If you could follow that, then you could just take that piece that she has and put it right. If you kind of like almost lay it on the scalp, and you're basically braiding it in two. So that's what she's doing. She's showing you to open up one side and the other side put it in the middle. She's putting it on the scalp where she's doing that. So that's an easy way to
Yeah.
that way you can see what you're doing.
So you're only gonna break this piece in right now. And this finger is holding this, like she said, to the scalp. We'll put it over there. And then we're gonna go here. you pull that under and pinch it on this opposite side.
I think that's how I learned how to do it at first when I first learned how to do it. Feeding.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think I laid it in the middle and then.
On this side. I haven't always fed it with my left hand.
This chair is not good.
Okay, let's see this side.
The wheels are missing.
You disrupted my class.
Here, between the finger. And the back. Yeah, that's it. You pull it under. I ran out of hair. We're gonna try it again. I'm gonna show you the wrap part from this side.
It's up to you as long as it sticks.
Here.
How do you want to do
See this? These fingers? Put it here. You're gonna let that part just lay. Then you're gonna braid down like you usually would. You go to this side. Then you'll come back to this side. And you'll take this piece and put it under
Okay.
into your fingers. And you braid. Put it through your pincher fingers. Take this side, lay it that way. Braid that side. Come back. Grab this piece of hair, put it under, and pinch it. Does that make sense? And then you just do it whichever way works best for you, all the way. Like for me, the way I just showed y'all, me feeding it on my right side feels better. And then the way I did it first, feeding it on my left side is better. So, just whatever works best.
So you did one movement, and then, so you laid the hair.
The way
did
I just
one
showed you?
movement, yeah, and then you did two. You did two before you added the next piece of hair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, yeah. Add this piece here. Lay that one to the front. Just forget about it. And then you're gonna braid it down. So since I'm on this side, the hair has to come to this side. So we're gonna come to this side one time.
Okay.
And then since I'm on this side, I now have to go back to this side. So we're gonna come to this side. Once we come back to this side, you grab this piece and pull it into your fingers. And then keep going. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I just have to
Oh, so it feeds into the same side? Am I being crazy?
It's the middle.
Yeah.
It's only the middle from
It's-
the way I just showed you.
Right. The way she's showing you is just another way to put it in without, if you're not able to tuck it. Because what I'm doing is tucking.
Typically, no.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to show them another way.
What I do is I tuck it in.
Yeah, I
What
tuck
she
it
was
in
doing
too.
the first time, tucking in, but she's showing you can do it, you can wrap it around without doing it. But at the end of the day, it's always gonna be the middle and the side. It's gotta go between the middle and the side. Whether you put it on the left, you put it on the right, whether you pull it up, it's still gonna be a side and a middle.
Okay.
It's in between those two.
And then when you do it like this, you're always putting it in the middle
Mhm.
with this way. Little piece. That goes there. Right. And you see this is the top.
Okay, recording.
This is the top, this is the middle, and this is the back. You're gonna take this piece and slide it right in that middle. All the way down. That's it. massager get down here and it don't be thick enough or it's not the length that they wanted. Between these two, but underneath, like that. Just keep braiding. And if they want them all the way to their knees, that's how you'll do it. There you go. So extend them. Go under. So this side in the middle. Keep braiding. Any questions? No, not yet.
No, I'm
Alrighty.
just gonna do it.
Yeah, you're gonna have
you
to.
know.
You're gonna have to get a feel for it. But that's it, y'all.
Can I see the back?